Spoiler warning. If you have not watched Puss in Boots: The Last Wish yet, I highly recommend watching the movie first before watching this video. This movie is too good to miss out on, and I want a lot of people to watch it so we can show companies and the world that we want more movies like these. Anyways, on to the video. How the hell does a movie about a cat that has boots make me cry? I mean, it's just a silly little cat movie, right? Right? Puss in Boots: The Last Wish has to be one of the best animated movies I have seen in 2022. Hell, it has even officially become my #1 favorite DreamWorks movie of all time, and that's saying something. It's just, everything about it is so perfect. The animation, the writing, the characters, and even the themes are all so amazing. And it comes from a sequel movie about a cat that wears boots. I'm not gonna lie. As a kid, I used to love the original Puss in Boots movie. Flumpty Dumpty was such a great character and villain, and I always looked up to the iconic Kitty Softpaws as a kid. My point is, that movie is super underrated and underappreciated, and I honestly wish it had more attention from the public. However, Puss was just another character in the Shrek franchise, and nothing more. That's all he honestly ever became, until this movie came out. Let's get into the 3 reasons why I love this movie, and why it has become my #1 favorite movie in the DreamWorks catalog. First, there is the animation and art of the movie. This movie has fantastic animation. Everyone looks like they came out of a freaking painting, making it look like I just opened an awesome looking fairy tale book. I love the brushstrokes on the fur of the characters like Puss, Death, Kitty, and Perrito, and the brushstrokes on Goldilocks' hair also look so great. I just love the curly look they gave to her hair. Also, we gotta talk about Jack Horner's design as well. His design is very goofy, and I love it. It matches him so well, since he is the funniest character in the movie. Another thing about this movie is every time Death came up on the screen, the environment started to turn all dark and red, which made me feel goosebumps every time he came up on the screen. Overall, the animation and art of the movie are just stunning, and I gotta say, it is one of the best highlights of the movie. Second, there is the story. No joke. The writing for the story was so beautiful. To summarize, all characters are on their way to achieve one goal, to get the last wish. For them to do that though, they all have to get a magical map that takes them through this enchanted forest. The cool thing about the map is that the forest changes depending on the person who holds it, and depending on how that person's inner self is actually like. This is incredible because we get to see different characters holding the map and see the different scenarios they get themselves into. I would also like to mention that this story also deals with the themes of death, founding family, and even trust, and all of those are done really well. For example, the arc that Puss had with Death was incredibly well done because we got to see Puss going from an egotistic hero to a loving cat that just wants to live his last life with the people he truly loves. Kitty Softpaws also goes through this amazing arc of learning to trust people more, and Perrito, well, he just basically becomes the son of Puss and Kitty. Oh yeah, and the arc that Goldilocks has with her bear family is also so cute, and no joke, it made me cry at the end. Okay, just overall, this story is amazing, and I highly recommend anyone watch this movie for its story. Okay, lastly, we got the characters. I'm not gonna lie, the characters were my favorite part of the movie. Okay, so at first, there were a lot of characters being introduced in the movie. This made me kind of worried at first because I thought the movie was gonna go crazy with all these characters. However, I was very surprised to see that all the characters in this movie were really enjoyable and written well. Okay, first, let's talk about the infamous Jack Horner. Oh my god, Jack Horner was one of the funniest characters in this movie. The way he killed his cronies and never even cared about them was so funny to me that I could not stop internally giggling every time he came on screen. I just really love unapologetic villains. They're my favorite type of villain, and I hope to see more villains like that in the future. No generic plot twist villains or no more redemption arcs. I just want to see a ruthless and evil person who doesn't care about anyone. Is that too much to ask? Oh yeah. Also, the conscience of Jack Horner was hilarious. Just him criticizing his every move and expecting good from a horrible person was funny, because it was hopeless for him. Now I sound like a villain myself. Oh yeah, then there is Puss, Kitty, and Perrito. As I said in the story part of this video, Puss goes through this arc of learning to let more people in his life, especially since he is on his last life. Kitty learns to trust people more and let others into her life as well. This is perfect because Kitty's and Puss's arcs are so intertwined with each other that it's done so well. Their relationship isn't rushed or anything, it's slow and nice paced, which lets me get more attached to this relationship. I just love it so much. Oh yeah, then there is also Perrito. Perrito is like super freaking cute. I love this little guy so much. I just want to hold him and pet him and just adopt him. But putting all that aside, I love his optimistic character, even though he has this sad backstory of being thrown into a river. Overall, he is just the best. Okay, then there is Goldilocks and her bear family. These guys were great as well. It was funny to watch them fail to confront someone or rob someone. Also, the sibling dynamic between Goldie and Baby Bear was so funny. It reminds me of me and my brother when we get into arguments. Also, as I said, Goldie goes through this arc of learning to accept her family more and appreciate them. At first, she goes to get the wish because she wants a real human family instead of her bear family. And even though this hurts the bears, they agree to still get the wish for her anyway. However, once Baby Bear almost dies, Goldie saves him and learns that even though she has a family of bears, they will always be her family no matter what. This was beautiful, and as I said, it made me cry at the end. This gives a really good message about finding family in unexpected places. It can show them that even though someone isn't their biological family member, they are still family because they treated them with the love and respect that they deserve. Okay, I saved this one for last because this character has officially become my #1 DreamWorks villain. Hell, he even became one of my favorite villains in animation, period. Okay. Death is one of the best villains I have seen in animation in a long while. He is so freaking terrifying. Every time he came up on screen, I got goosebumps. His signals, his teeth, his song, and even his design are very scary. Those red eyes are just pure nightmare fuel, and him wearing that hoodie also makes things 10 times terrifying. I think Death has officially become childhood trauma for modern kids, and I'm very happy with that. Also, his chase scenes with Puss are very scary as well. Like, every time he was running for Puss, I was always at the edge of my seat, literally sweating. Moreover, Death works because he is a part of the central theme of this story. The theme being that death at one point or another is gonna come for all of us. So we might as well enjoy life with our loved ones while it lasts, and pursue our passions while we're still alive. This is no joke, the thought I had after I came back from the theater. That movie literally made me overthink about death too much. Like, Jesus Christ. Also, we gotta give credit to DreamWorks for making an amazing yet terrifying personification of death. Also, DreamWorks, or if anyone from DreamWorks is watching this video, please make merch of Death. You guys would be making bank right now. I want to see the official merch of Death from you guys. T-shirts, plushies, I don't know. Freaking scooters, I don't care. Just some merch of this guy, please. I hope more studios in the future take more risks with their movies and have more style with their animation like this movie did. I want to see more movies like Spider-Verse, Mitchells vs. the Machine, and Intergalactic. I want to see studios explore more stories and characters and take risks like Puss in Boots did. And I hope that's a pattern that continues to come in the 2020s. I have high hopes for DreamWorks, and I hope Trolls 3 or their other upcoming movies can reach the same heights as Puss in Boots did, and the bad guys. Anyways, Puss in Boots will continue to live in our heads rent-free for a very long time, and I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Have a nice day, or night.